It's very easy to meme on Naughty Dog. They've made more remasters and ports of The Last of Us than games. They cancelled the online game they were working on for years, and it may be quite a while until we see any new titles from them. But I don't really care. Game development is incredibly hard and time consuming, and I wish everyone at Naughty Dog all the best with whatever they're working on next. I am delighted to say that The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is absolutely worth it. And it only costs $10. Okay, that's if you own it already, but we'll get to that a bit later. This remaster is stacked. Don't worry, I won't be spoiling anything for those who don't know the story. Everything from the PS4 version is there, including the Grounded update with its awesome filter function and epic gameplay mods, like permadeath for the truly hardcore players, but that's boring. Let's talk about the new stuff. Graphical improvements are a given. It's on the PS5. Of course it looks pretty. See, they look gorgeous. But there's more accessibility features on top of what was already there, lots of skins for our playable characters, Wipeout and Jak and Daxter shirts are peak, there's a guitar free play for those who enjoy it, with additional instruments and some cool effects to jam out with. I am trash at this. Those are all very cool, but you're probably here for info on either the new behind the scenes stuff, or the epic roguelike survival mode, No Return. Let's start with No Return. Play as your favourite, or least favourite, characters in epic onslaughts that will test everything you know. And yes, you can play this immediately. You do not need to have played the main story. Every area from the game returns as a new arena to survive in. Survive being the key word, this mode does not hold back. You arrive in a safe room with only your chosen character and the weapon they're designated. Head to the board and take on your first randomly generated challenge. These can range from a set of waves of enemies to an intense onslaught where you have to survive for a certain period of time, all culminating in an epic boss battle. With each round you survive, you receive currency and points to purchase new weapons, ammo, upgrades, equipment for healing, and, well, everything else you come to expect from surviving in this hellhole. You can see most of what's coming on the board, so you can plan which path you want to take. Completing the objectives and mini-objectives unlock new characters and skins for the game. In terms of characters, everyone is here. Ellie, Abby, Joel, Dina, Jesse, Lev, Tommy, and a whole lot more. If you start a run and have to stop playing, you can quit in the safe room and it will save the file of where you were. You can also set the difficulty to play the way you want. Are you a god at surviving? Then crank that difficulty up! Turn the timer for the survival stages up. Reduce your defenses. Make the infected the most intelligent creatures on the planet. Be warned though, you may get swarmed. Oh, and did I mention each character has their own traits, and there are various mods that can come into play? Nothing like fighting in fog even whilst indoors, or everyone exploding upon death. And worse, but I'll let you discover that on your own. No Return is so cool and provides so much replayability. But if that's not your cup of tea, perhaps the lost levels are. There are 3 cut levels from the game which you can play, with audio segments which describe the development process and why these sections in particular were cut. As I mentioned at the start, game development is tough regardless of what type of game you're making, and this is just a tiny glimpse of what it's like. These sections are clearly unfinished, and they don't shy away from that. It's just so cool to see stuff like this, because a wider audience needs to understand how much goes into your favourite games. Of course, this won't go into how much pressure there is from higher-ups, and even unfortunately, in some cases, fans, but hopefully you'll enjoy and learn a lot from playing these. And hopefully this will encourage companies to release lost levels and maybe early builds in the future. It's really cool playing unfinished betas, and most people won't judge. We know it's a work in progress. However, there is one more thing. The director commentary. Once you beat the game, you can play the game with commentary on, and it will feature prominent devs and the cast, telling behind-the-scenes stories, why the decisions were made, and it is a fascinating insight into the game and development as a whole. Double Fine are still the kings and queens of dev commentaries, and their Psychonauts documentaries are a must-watch for anyone getting into the industry, but stuff like this really makes me happy. Well done, Naughty Dog. You did all this and more for just $10 more. If you have a PS5, you can get the digital version for just $10 or £10 more if you own a digital or physical version. Just have the physical version in the PS5 when you buy it. The PS4 version will also have a setting to download and transfer your save. If you have PlayStation Plus, you can use the cloud save function as well. And for newcomers who haven't played the game, it's only $49, When you compare that to a newer title like Spider-Man 2 at $70, it is a great price. Incidentally, Spider-Man in the UK is £70 as well, which is absolutely ridiculous conversion rates, but whatever, we're not going to complain any more than that. So to conclude, as you can tell, this features a lot more, and it's all super fun and super interesting, and I absolutely adore this kind of thing. Thank you so much, Naughty Dog, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you enjoyed this video, I'd very much appreciate it if you would leave a like, subscribe, maybe share the video around. Tell me, what's your favourite thing about The Last of Us Part 2, and what are you looking forward to experiencing in the remastered version? I'd love to know in the comments down below. If you want to see more stuff from me, I recently uploaded a gaming quiz, the ultimate gaming quiz. It is based around gaming news from 2023, and 5 of my friends take part to see who knows the most. It's a tough quiz, but it's a lot of fun and it's very funny. I also have videos like the first 100 Disney games. This is genuine history preservation, covering the first 100 Disney games, which is something that didn't exist before this video. At least not in one place. Most places that had Disney gaming lists were either massively incomplete or massively inaccurate, so I've compiled all of it, done a ton of research, and yeah, that's the result. So if you want to check out that kind of thing, it's right there to watch. But thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye bye.